believe it's 5:15. I'd like to call to order the February 2020 meeting of the City of Victoria Planning Commission, and welcome everyone who's here. First item on the agenda would be citizen communication, and that's an opportunity for anyone who's in the audience who would like to speak on an item that is not on the agenda. Is there anyone that would like to do that? Seeing none, we'll move on to our next agenda item. I believe the first one is variance request for original town site re-subdivision number 87.
Good evening, Commissioners. One thing we wanted to address before we started with the public hearings, on item C3, the final plat for the ranches of Terra Vista, the agent has submitted a letter today withdrawing that final plat, so there will not be a need for a public hearing on that one.
Thank you.
Good evening, Commissioners. The first item on our agenda is variance to Section 2183A1, variance to Section 2183A2, variance to Section 2183A3, and approval of the final plat for the original town site re-subdivision number 87. The location is 602 North Main Street and 104 East Staten Avenue. The owner is Koenig Property and Investments, LLC, and the agent is Civil Corps. The city code sections 2183A 1 through 3 require commercial lots to have a minimum area of 10,000 square feet, a minimum lot width of 120 feet along collector streets, which Main Street is, and requires a 100-foot minimum depth for commercial lots. The proposed commercial lot has a total area of 5,270 square feet, a lot width of 69.42 feet, and a lot depth of 69.48 feet, which are below the minimum requirements for a commercial lot located on Main Street, a thoroughfare classified as a collector. The granting of this variance would allow the property owner to plat the commercial lot and the single-family residential cottage lot, which does meet all of our city requirements and does not require any variances. Staff recommends approval of the variance request to plat this commercial lot with the total area of 5,270 square feet, a lot width of 69.42 feet, and a lot depth of 69.48 feet, while meeting all other requirements. Our reasoning is this property is located within the original town site historic district and is developed with historic structures. Other commercial development standards, primarily parking, have been relaxed to facilitate the redevelopment of historical structures within the designated Main Street area. Approving this variance enhances the redevelopment likelihood of this commercial structure and protects the investment made in the residential structure and would not adversely affect the health, safety, or welfare of the surrounding neighborhood. The property has long been developed with these existing structures and property ownership by separately platted lots should not adversely affect the built environment. Staff also recommends the approval of the final plat for the original town site re-subdivision number 87, conditioned upon the final approval of the requested variances by City Council.
Thank you. At this time, we'd like to open a public hearing on this agenda item. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the commission on this agenda item? Seeing no one, I'll close the public hearing and open the agenda item for discussion. Anyone?
I like to see this kind of thing done for the historic areas so that they can be utilized better.
And it looks to me like we're basically just continuing what's already there in terms of the development. There's already a home, a residence, and there's already a commercial building. And hopefully they would be enhanced with the ability to. Do I have a motion on adopting the 3 variances?
I move that we do.
Moved by Mr. Atkinson,
Second.
second by Ms. Hode. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then I need a motion to approve the final plat.
So moved. Second.
Second by Mr. Atkinson. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I believe the second item on the agenda would be the final plat for Lake Forest Subdivision Section 2, Phase 3, re-subdivision number 1.
Our next item is the approval of the final plat for Lake Forest Subdivision Section 2, Phase 3, re-subdivision number 1. It is located on Silver Lake, northeast of US Highway 87. The owner is DGMP Incorporated, and the agent is Urban Engineering. Lake Forest subdivision section 2, phase 3, re-subdivision number 1 is a proposed final plat of 2.672 acres. The final plat includes 12 residential lots and 2 HOA common areas. The final plat requires a public hearing because it is being re-subdivided for the second time within a single calendar year. What the new plat has that the old plat doesn't is it's going to include less residential lots, because these lots are going to have more width. And also, the new plat is incorporating 2 HOA common areas, which the previous plat did not include. Staff recommends approval of the final plat for Lake Forest subdivision section 2, phase 3, re-subdivision number 1, as it is in compliance with all applicable city regulations.
At this time, we'd like to open a public hearing on this agenda item. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the commission on it? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing and open it for discussion. Any questions, comments? Do I have a motion to approve the plat?
I move to approve.
Second.
Second by Mr. Akin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. And I believe the third item has been withdrawn from the agenda.
That is correct.
So that would take us to our consent agenda. Has everyone had a chance to look and see what's on the consent agenda? Is there any item that anyone would like to take off it? Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I move we do.
Mr. Atkinson, second. Ms. Dearlin, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, I think that brings us to monthly development report, please.
This past month, we processed 2 minor plats, 2 major plats, 1 site plan, and City Council passed the variance for the Martinez Cameron subdivision. This past month, we processed 169 combined electrical, mechanical, and plumbing permits. This is approximately on par with January of 2019, where we processed 147 combined total electrical, mechanical, and plumbing permits, and we collected a total of an approximate total of $41,000 in fees, which is almost exactly the same as it was in January of 2019.
Any questions or comments? Are there any other items that anyone on the Planning Commission would like to bring up at this time to discuss? See, hearing none. I think we're adjourned, folks. Thank you very much for being here. Put on your coats before you leave. That's for sure.
I think it'll clear off and get cooler now.
Well, see, I think it's supposed to be sunny in the morning, but like cold, yeah. My little tennis group is trying to bail. I don't blame